Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Seahawks going up against the Saints. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight, it's the final morsel at our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback, the former Missouri Tiger, Blaine Gabbert.
I remember scouting Blaine Gabbert in college and watching him play. It reminded me of a great decathlete. That type of athletic ability with a really nice arm.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 7 yards to go on second down. Second down, Gabbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third down, still 14 yards left.
Come back!
They go play action. Gabbert. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd and 4. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. It's a 4-yard pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I guarantee every coach wants to go for it on 4th and 1 in this spot, but so few of them have the guts to do it in their own territory. But he puts his faith in his offensive line, and they're able to pick up the 1st.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Wilson. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. first down. Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Second down, Gabbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
Fresh set of downs here. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Play fake. Gabbert. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Flainer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Ingram again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Look at the spin. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Gabbert now on 2nd down. There's Sanu on the catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing, Gabbard, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Gabbard. It's complete to Flanner. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Saints have taken the lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the shotgun, Wilson going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On third down, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Gabbard on second and 10. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Gabbard from the gun on third down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Drops it underneath for Rawls. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll run it here. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Gabbert now to throw on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On second down, Ingram. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. Let's look back now at this closely contested first half. So we've got a tie game at half, and you can bet both coaches are in that locker room making adjustments and telling their guys to just keep playing hard like they did in the first half. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights.
And never mind, Larry. These 2 teams apparently anxious to get back at it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
When Nick Fairley's on his game, he is your prototypical defensive tackle who can make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This is brought in at the 21. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
Gabbert now on second down. Left side and caught by Flainer. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Richmond.
Third and short yardage. Gabbert. This is caught. It's Cooks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram.
Black 22.
A second down throw for Gabbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Deep drop. Still back there. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. .31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On second down, Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
To throw is Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Byrd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. Here's a carry now for Daniel Lasco. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Gabbert. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A second down throw now for Gabbert. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front building? Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go here, we see Blaine Gabbert march back out onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game.
And he's not able to get away. Gabbert sacked.
Holding offense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Gabbert now on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play fake. Gabbard. And he's got some. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Gabbard now to throw on first down. Surveying the field. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Come back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
A second down throw for Gabbard. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
3rd and long for Gabbard. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing is Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's got time. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Wilson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Franks to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, Gabbard. It's complete. Fleener, right side. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. One last shot now for Gabbard. He's got Sanu. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. But Charles, it's great to...